Sup everybody, it's your boy Justin back with another game review. Today we're reviewing Fudge Fiddlesticks. Today we're reviewing Final Fantasy IV The Complete Collection, which came out in 2011. This is rated E for everyone. This PSP collection comes with not only Final Fantasy IV with more beautiful graphics and beautiful cinematic cutscene, but it also comes with two other games. Interlude, which is like about basically 5 hours. It's a prequel to After Years, and you have the After Years sequel, which was originally episodic mobile game for phones, which apparently took over 60 hours. Takes people 60 hours to beat on a website. How long to beat? Which like 90% of people use that website uses guides. So if people are saying it takes 60 hours, it would take you and me probably 100 hours to beat. So that's why for this review, I'm just going to be talking about Final Fantasy IV and Final Fantasy IV Interlude, because I didn't have time to play After Years. We'll review After Years another day. So obviously, I first played this version on the PlayStation Final Fantasy Chronicles, which comes with Chrono Trigger, and there's also the DS remake. I would say, and not just me, but a lot of people say this is the best version of the game because one, not only does it have the improved graphics, but they added new features like auto battle, which I don't remember being in the original version. And then there's the fact that this version will probably take you less than 30 hours to beat. Only took me like I think 27. Though I did use a little bit of a guide because this game, final boss is notorious for being super hard. So I did use a guide to find some of because there are side quests in the game to get special weapons and some of the Eidolons that you wouldn't normally get if you just did the main story, like Baphomet, which is the best Eidolon in the game, and Ashura. You have to do like optional like side quests for those Eidolons. So first, let's go into what's the story for the game. Well, the story, which the original game, I should mention, came out for the Super Famicom back in, I think, 1991. On my notebook, it says 1989, but on the Artbook, which I have here, which is this volume 2 of the Yoshitaka Amano, The Sky. It's, according to this Artbook, Final Fantasy IV came out in 1991, so we're going to assume it's the Artbook. And I was looking at the wrong thing. Which, should we open up the art book and look at some of the illustrations? Oh my god. Look at the illustrations, my guy. Holy crap. There's Cecil in his Paladin and Dark Knight form. Holy shit. Which I'm probably more a fan of the Dark Knight form. But yeah, let's go through the art book. Which this art book cost me a pretty penny. There's the whale. There's some of the different locations. There's Cecil Harvey. There's him in his paladin form. There's him in some of his different forms. There's Kane Highwind. There's Rosa, who's a white mage. You have Sid. You have, what's his name? Edward. I don't know who that guy's supposed to be. Maybe. There's Yang, the monk. Tella, the mage. Well, he's a sage, actually. You have Palom and Porum. You got Rydia, who is the summoner in the game. And then you have Edge, who's a ninja, and you have Fusoya, who's another super powerful mage in the game, and then you have the different summons. Which do they have the who is she supposed to be? Oh, she's one of the bosses, I think. Yeah, this is some of the different bosses in the game. Is that Golbez? Where's Golbez? Oh my god. Oh, there's the fucking final boss, by the way, that motherfucker. Oh my god. But for this review, let's just focus on, let's just look at this fucking thing. Oh my god. Can that be the thumbnail for this review? Oh my god, that would be nice if this was the thumbnail. So yeah, the story for this game is you play the main character is Cecil Harvey, who is a Dark Knight for Baron, who's being charged by his king, who raised him since he was a young boy. He was basically an orphan. Him and Cain, and raised him and Cain to become warriors in his service. Cecil became a Dark Knight, while his childhood friend Cain became a Dragoon, and he was basically, Cecil was charged with becoming a Dark Knight and becoming leader of the Red Wings, which are it's like a group of airships, and was ordered to attack a neighboring kingdom to steal their crystals and massacre them. And because of that, he feels guilty, and because he questioned his orders, he gets sent on. He gets demoted and gets sent on this basically a suicide mission, which his friend Cain joins him, and they go on this quest to basically the quest is basically a redemption story where he because he did some fucked up things for his king, and only to realize his king was being manipulated by an evil force. He goes on this journey for redemption, becomes a paladin, joins up with new friends, and goes on a quest to save the world from the darkness, which may or may not be fucking aliens from the moon. Like in fucking Naruto. God damn it, the Japanese and their aliens from the moon, man. I'm just kidding. I love the Japanese, obviously. But yeah, what's with the Japanese and aliens from the moon? Like, is that some like folktales, some story? I have no idea. Oh my god. So yeah. So let's go into my likes and dislikes for the game, which everybody should know. This is before Final Fantasy VII. This was considered to be the best Final Fantasy game. They even said it in Gintama, so you know it's true. And it is a very good game, but it does have its problems, which are, and this is just minor nitpicks, but the sprites kind of don't match the character designs and portraits, like especially when Cecil, when he becomes a paladin, his out of battle sprite matches the character design, but his in battle character sprite doesn't. He looks like a completely different character, which is like, what's the deal with that? The random battles encounter is like insane. Every 2 seconds, sometimes you get in and out of battle. Like, holy shit. And this game spams, like, fake character death super hardcore. Especially compared to 2, man. With 2, like, everybody who dies in 2 pretty much stays dead. Except for, like, maybe 1 or 2 characters. I don't remember. But, like, pretty much everybody who stays, like, everybody pretty much stays dead in 2. Where everybody pretty much comes back to life in this one. And then there's the thing. I went through most of the game not knowing how to open up the world map, because there's no, I thought maybe like I missed a key item or something, only for it to like I tried, one of my characters get blinded, so I tried to use the white magic spell Sight, and it does nothing in battle. I'm like, what the fuck? Why didn't cure the person with blindness, right? Turns out Sight opens up the world map, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding? Oh my god. Sight opens up the world map. Are you joking? Oh my Christ. But yeah, and the final boss is like holy, because the game is mostly easy until the very end, where it becomes basically Romancing Saga, where you can't just spam attack. You have to use pretty much a specific strategy for every battle, which there are lots of save points where you can use like tents and colleges to restore everybody's HP and MP. But like, holy fuck, the final end game was insane to the point where I'm like, dude, they wouldn't let you, you can't use like teleport or warp. So I'm like, I got to the final boss only for like, for people I couldn't beat him. So people said like, oh, you have to use like Spider Silk, because if you cast slow on him, which I didn't even have anybody who could cast slow, he'll respond with flare. So I didn't have any Spider Silks, so I'm like, oh my god, am I gonna have to leave the dungeon to go out and get Spider Silks and come right back? Because I didn't have any Mega Potions or Mega Elixirs, any of that stuff, and that shit is super expensive in game. So my strategy was basically, I just like said, fuck it, I just did some Dark Souls bullshit where I just kept throwing myself at the fucking final boss and hoping to win by playing defensively, because I couldn't obviously play offensively. And thankfully, was able to beat him. But you want to do, here's a tip, especially if you have Edge in your party. Do the quest to get the side quest to get the kitchen knife, and wait for when the boss becomes vulnerable after like Cecil uses the crystal on him, and then throw fucking the kitchen knife. It does max damage, and then he can't auto refill. Which if you don't perform max damage on him, once he gets down to a like low health, he'll just heal himself again to full health again. And this guy's a mother. Holy fuck, dude. So yeah, you're going to want to get the kitchen knife, or get ready get her the best stat increase, like equipment to increase her magic damage. So when she uses bafflement, she does like max damage too, which for some reason she couldn't when I was using her. Fuck. So yeah, great game, but and this is most Final Fantasy games, gets super hard near the end, so you're probably gonna need to use a guide. But yeah, great game. I fucking love this game. I'm to the point where I might go back and beat Final Fantasy IV on the DS, though I hated the chibi graphics. And then there's the fact like the first like 30 minutes of this game takes like 5 hours in that game. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? But yeah, and that version actually has voice acting, which there's no voice acting here. But though I think that the Final Fantasy 4 on the PS1 had more cutscenes. I could be wrong on that, but because there was only like the one. So yeah, So I'm giving this game 8 out of 10. It's an awesome game, and it's short too. Like if you use a guide throughout, because I didn't use a guide till like halfway through the game. If you use a guide, you could probably beat this game in like 20 hours, which, how long to beat has that 30 hours. But if you use a guide, you could probably beat it in like less than like 20 hours probably. So yeah, that's it for this review, guys. My next review is going to be Trails of Cold Steel 3. Hopefully I beat that in April. Who the fuck knows? If not, I'll play a short game, because I want to do a game review at least once a month. And I have a game haul video coming up. I hopefully by next Friday. I already bought, like, this Friday I went to Microplay again with my friend, because he's like, hey, let's go to Microplay again on Friday, because like he said, like, he's gonna, because things going on with his kid. He has to pay for a babysitter, so he's not going to be able to afford to go buy games for a while. So he's like, let's go again on Friday, which I didn't know we were going to go to Microplay again. So because I ordered a game online, which I hate fucking doing that, but like it was for a very hard to find Saga game, which I'm not going to say which one. But it was for a physical copy of a game that's mostly only available digitally in the West. So I'm not going to say which one. And hopefully I'm supposed to get that, like, I think next Friday. I would have to double check. But yeah, hopefully that shows up. And then we'll do our haul video, which I have a very good haul for you guys Hopefully you guys, and by the way, like, comment, and subscribe to your boy. So yeah, that's it for this review, guys. Have a good one. Peace out.